Humanity has reached its graduation point. The old cycle ended in 2012, and with it, the rules of reincarnation have changed. For countless lifetimes, Earth has been a school, a simulation where souls learn through struggle, illusion, and awakening. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at an amazing subject, and this affects you, your destiny, and will you reincarnate again onto this little planet of ours? Today we're looking at the split in humanity, where two types of people will emerge. So how does this all tie in and how does it affect you? So let us backtrack to some prophecies and then tie it all in with the coming changes that are taking place. So let us first look at the ancient prophecy of the Hopi, the Native American tribe that predicted that the earth would meet its fate, where two roads would approach, two paths, and humanity would be given a choice. The path of materialism, the path of destruction, of control, of fear, as opposed to a road of spiritual understanding, tolerance, goodwill to men, and those searching for love and light and spiritual awakening. So we can see this choice is now before humanity. It's been for quite a while actually. And then we look at ancient Hinduism with the Yugas, and we know that we've been moving through the Kali Yuga, and this is now also coming to an end, this dark age, and we'll be entering the Satya Yuga, the age of love, light, and awakening. And then we look into Christianity, the words of the great master himself, where he spoke about this period of separating the wheat from the chaff. So when you throw the wheat up, all that is good, just the wheat kernels are remaining, and the chaff, the rest of the stuff, is blown away with the wind. And this is what is taking place and what is happening and what will happen. And then there's also that verse of two will be sitting on the couch and one will disappear, two will be working in the field and one disappears. So we're really speaking about this shift, this split in humanity. And this is what these ancient scripts in the Bible are talking about, this phase that we have now entered. And then we come to the Mayan calendars, and in particular the end of the 13 Baktun. So this is the long count calendar that ended in 2012. So this was 144,000 days. I've made a video on the chosen ones, the 144,000 and what happened to them. Coming back to the Mayan cycle that ended in 2012, the same cycle of 144,000 days began when that cycle ended. So we can see humanity is entering a phase where the old world is dying and a new world is being born. So when we talk about this, we really talk about new energies that are coming in from the cosmos to Earth to change the frequency, change the vibration of Earth, change Earth's thinking, the way we do things, the way we sleep, the way we think. So, and this is, when we look at the world, it may seem chaotic, but the old world's dying and it's holding on with all its might, hence the chaos. And the new world is about to be born. And then we come to Theosophy, where they speak about the life waves. So what are these life waves of humanity? So each of us were created at a certain point. So the first of the humanity that were created are the first life wave. In your spiritual growth, you've got to determine which root race are you from. Are you from the older root race, from those that were first created, the second, third, or fourth? And as we know, we're entering the fifth element with this change, so we'll be entering the fifth world, or the fifth root race of humanity. Again, we can see humanity is now reaching a turning point, and we only need to look at the world to see this. So how does this all work, and how does it affect us if we're going about doing our work? Will we be chosen to reincarnate back to Earth, or will we have to reincarnate back on an old planet, in an old system where there is fear, control, war, and all the negative things that we've been going through? Or will you come back to the golden age of Aquarius, the space age, the age of information, where the impossible becomes possible? And we only need to look at AI, how it's going to transform the world of medicine, make people healthier and live longer, and many, many other things. So those that do not reincarnate back to Earth are going to miss all these opportunities and go back to an age like the Piscean age, a dark age of corruption. And I'd also like to point out, it's not that people are going to transcend and now you're going to be living in another dimension. Earth's energy itself will be lifted up to higher frequency. And either you can cope in this new energy, which will allow you to graduate and reincarnate back into Earth, or this energy will allow you not to cope, where you feel like you're struggling, where you don't understand the new world that is opening. And then what happens to the souls on Earth that fail their schooling, that don't graduate, whether they're from the second, third or fourth root race? It doesn't mean that you're going to reincarnate on this planet. You'll go to a planet that harmonizes with your vibration, that you don't feel like you're suffering in this new world. And you can go back to the old system and be comfortable in that world, on another planet that is in that Piscean vibration. Or it can be, because there's 1,000 years that are coming, that your soul will be locked on a plane and will not be allowed to reincarnate, not onto Earth or any other planet. So it's 1,000 years of pause in your life if you don't make the grade. It's quite hectic. We hear of all this talk of humanity splitting, and it's really something that's been happening for a while. So whether you died 10 years ago or you die in 10 years' time, the same laws apply. Do you make the grade for the new age, for this coming age, or don't you? This is the great split, a choice each soul must face, not a prophecy of doom, but of decision. Will you remain bound in the old cycle, scattered into other worlds? Or will you rise beyond the earth simulation and step into the high realms of creation? The choice is already being made, in silence, in vibration, and in the depths of your soul. Hope you enjoyed videos like this, and please like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.